Martialis here, with a battle for you on Rice Field, with Babyface Nelson and me against Aoni and Yes We Kempf. Let's go. So, at the beginning of this battle, we knew exactly what Yes We Kempf was going to do. He was going to Yari Ashigaru rush. That is what Yes We Kempf always does. Always does and will ever do. He always does this, a combination of very good Yari Ashigaru, very highly upgraded, some very good bows, like Daiku 200 range. It makes deadly combination if you don't know how to attack it properly. We've only succeeded in defeating it once. This is the strategy we used, so you can do it in future too. It consists of mainly a lot of line, almost no capital. You can see just cheap red bear, unupgraded, cheap, no 150 range, while my opponent here only brought 150 range, a lot of 150 rangers. I brought an army to defeat this, but when we were on the campaign on the map, I saw I had to face Aoni. First of all, I thought, oh no, what am I going to do? But in the end, it was all okay. I have like, I'll put it in slow mo. I have 4 katana kashi, some red bear, my general again some red bear, and I have 2 Imperial Guard Kev here, and I have 1 over on the flanks over here. Babyface Nelson has an army just like this, a lot of red bear, a lot of shooters, just lines, and all the Imperial Guard Kev, almost no hierarchy, because, well, with so much spears it is very hard to get so many to do any damage. Here Babyface Nelson actually gets the first shot against the 150 range, so I don't know how he did it, but it was very good of him. Yeah, again a lot of katanas, and I put my Imperial Guard Kev here to support. I first tried to pull this one around the flanks all over here, and because I saw a frontal assault on this place was very risky, so all my forces maybe combined on one spot here was maybe a better idea. So I rushed forward my katana here and here, and I had 2 katanas here and here. Babyface Nelson does the same thing. I still keep my Imperial Guard Kev here to give covering fire for if the Yari Ashigaru comes through. Again, a very nice naval from Babyface Nelson. Look at those. Very good. Because yes, we can Ashigaru spam is very susceptible to being held down in one spot, because these Yari Ashigaru don't have a lot of killing power. They have 17 melee defense, so they have a lot of staying power, but they're not very good at killing stuff. Multiple lines is very important here. There you go. I try to maybe assassinate his general or this Daiku samurai. 200 range, very highly upgraded Daiku samurai with inspire and ready. This Imperial Guard Kev could shoot the entire time, so at the end of the game it achieved like something of 160 kills or something. Yeah, I tried to get a shot off, but when I saw this unit was lining up for some shots from my Imperial Guard cap, I quickly turned around to get some shots off over here. Again, lines, lines, lines. It's very important to keep those multiple lines. Like here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because if you don't have lines, your Blackbeard can hold up on their own against these Yari Ashigaru drops. They have very high morale and they cannot rout. Like 9 morale, 10 morale, 10 morale on a Yari Ashigaru. How is it possible? This is a serious flaw. Very hard to actually win against it. Here is my Imperial Guard cap. Unfortunately, it was being shot up upon by this Blackbeard, and it quickly routed. But again, multiple lines of fire here and here, and I had the entire time still this one shooting. This flank, this red bear was trying to shoot this very expensive white bear, very expensive black bear. All of these units are very expensive. So if you don't use the first shot advantage properly, well, it's just an ordinary black bear with some upgrades, with a very expensive one. So I try to charge here, but he has suppressive fire, so it almost succeeded, but he has a second line here. I again tried almost I was close to his very expensive stuff, like his Daiku Samurai, like his general, very important piece of his army.
A unit is running from the battlefield, sir.
Here, unfortunately, it routes. This one almost 2. Here, one that routes as well, but I quickly see it and put it over here. Yeah, like that. Over here, my Imperial Guard cat is still shooting, and there the Yari Ashigaru finally breaks. Finally. I almost got some nice shots on over here, but again his Yari Ashigaru with incredible morale and melee defense was there to charge me in the back. Very hard to defeat this Yari Ashigaru spam. I must be honest here and say, following battle we met them again on a different map, not as flat as this one, and we lost because our units could not fire properly. You need those multiple lines. Kev is not as useful because like he can just throw in a spear levy, and they have like 20 advantage to cavalry, so it's not very useful. Here, this unit stopped, and I took the opportunity to get some shots off. Like, these Yari Ashigaru cannot defeat even the red bear. Red bear are very handy for these kind of spams because they are not as crappy in melee as other shooting units. Here, Babyface Nelson tries to attack this line, but this Yari Ashigaru flees, and I have another black bear coming from the back. I try to move forward with another red bear of mine, because all of his expensive, most important units are over here right now. Like, I'm shooting on his stand and fight general. This unit right here, Daiku Samurai, is a very fast unit, especially when you put it in a forest, because you have like, if there's a hill right here and you put it in covered with all kinds of Yari Ashigaru, you cannot get to it. You cannot get to it because they will just throw in a samurai. Yari Ashigaru. Here again, some nice slow-mos like that. Imperial Guard Cap, a very handy unit because it and gives morale to nearby units, and it is the unit here breaks. It is a constant mobile sword cause of fire, and you can just micro a lot with it and flank and all kinds of uses. It's a multi-purpose unit, I would say. I move forward with this red bear, trying to get some shots off on this Daiku. This Daiku Samurai should not be underestimated. Although it is just a bow unit, it is a very, very deadly bow unit. The bow Ashigaru, on the other hand, maybe not so much, but it's a very heavy upgrade.
Victory is assured, sir.
And just like that, we have this battle won. It is very hard. We practiced like 10, well, not me, but 3 times we have played. I have played him, ESV Camp, and he is a very difficult to defeat just because of this incredible Yari Ashigaru swim. It's actually a bit unfair, really, because well, it's just you're using morale effect, blobbing up all your units, and I must say I find it very, very hard to play against. Hello everybody, welcome back on the unit statistics screen. As you can see, how many units ESV Camp deployed, just incredible amounts of units, all Yari Ashigaru, highly upgraded. It is very hard to play against, and because we knew what he was going to do, we could adapt to it. But if you don't know the strategy ESV Camp uses, you can just be catched off your guard and you'll lose easily. It is very hard. As you can see, 304 kills on my Shogunate Guard infantry, 200 kills almost with my Imperial Guard cavalry. Just Blackbear, not very highly upgraded or anything, just lines, lots of lines. Katana Kachi can also be very useful because they have very high armor, so the bows won't catch them as easily as the Shogitai, and they're still very resistant in blocking like those pesky little Yari Ashigaru. As you can see, very highly upgraded, long range, and they get loads of kills too. Just these are Ashigaru, remember that, just normal Ashigaru, and they get so many kills. Aoni, on the other hand, also only 150 range units. This is a it's 150 range spam. So we have 2 spams, a Yari Ashigaru spam and a 150 range spam. So that's how to deal with it on Rice Field. On any other map, it becomes just more pesky and more irritating because it is so hard to play against. It's so unfair actually. Maybe this gives you an impression how to fight it. Many lines covering each unit with lines behind them, covering with Katana Kashi, and Imperial Guard Cavalry are handy too. I hope you enjoyed this clip. I did. See you next time in the next video. Please subscribe, like, favorite, comment. I'll see you next time. This was Martialis with the commentary. I'll see you next time. Bye.